Hello and welcome back to the Nordic Takedown. You're listening to episode 117, all about Prague Regional Qualifier. I'm Jonah, and with me I have Viktor.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, today I'm really excited to be here because I just came back from Prague. We have so much to talk about. Also just played our store championship thingamajig. But yes, so that's the agenda today. Really quick agenda this today. But Viktor,
Yeah,
how
no,
are you,
you've
man?
been really active this last weekend, and it's really I'm happy to see you this engaged again. It's going to be fun to talk about Prague. I have so much FOMO of missing that, but it's what it is. And I
But
have a great concept. Sorry, a great tournament coming up. So
yes, exactly. That was my but. Okay, enough about buts. Continue catch up. Have you been interacting with the game any way since last time?
Well, I mean, yes, I've been mainly focusing on watching you guys play. I
Yeah.
was so excited to follow along for the tournament, and uh, the weekend before we had 2 weekends before we had the Malmö PQ, which I was
Mm.
casting. So I've been really engaged with the game without
Yeah.
actually playing that much. It's
Mm.
it's been so much fun, and I just released a really cool deck tech with Jonas, who came in third, but was undefeated through all of Prague up until semi-final, and then he
Yeah.
just had a really terrible matchup and lost.
Mm.
But that deck, it's so much fun. You know what it is like to talk to Jonas about his crazy decks.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And honestly, I'm so much looking forward to watching that video. It's like I'm a child excited for Christmas. I still remember my mind being blown by the Sabine Data Vault video. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was. It was just like it was so intriguing hearing you guys talk about the deck and everything.
But the way Jonas thinks about deck building and the way
Yes.
he builds his decks, I don't think I've never seen anyone with that cohesive, like that through line in their decks. There's
Yeah.
so much thought in it, even though
Yeah.
it seems so very casual for him as well.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I love talking decks with Jonas.
Yeah. So if you haven't yet seen, check out the video on YouTube. There was a slight audio issue, but in
Mm.
the description or comment, there is a link to a fixed version.
Yeah.
And on the topic of decks, we're going to get into that later. I brought Jank to Prague.
Yeah.
And even though it was kind of because I haven't been playing the game that much lately and I didn't really know what to play, it was so much fun.
You did quite well. Like we were
Yeah,
texting back and forth,
yeah,
and you had that first round loss, but then you just rebounded, started the submarine. I was so much rooting for you.
yeah. But we'll get into that when we dive into premiere of Prague. But let's move on to the Prague section now.
Mm.
So
I
in
mean,
case people have been on the rock, regional qualifier, the biggest we've had in Europe this year,
yeah,
right?
since Lille, actually, it's the
Yeah.
third largest tournament overall. I think maybe Milwaukee was bigger,
Mm,
but it's either fourth or third largest, I think.
yeah. And it was really cool. The difference this year was that it was a 3-day event. I attended Lille last year. That was only 2 day with Premiere. But now we started day one with Limited.
Yeah. And that is supposed to be the norm for regionals, I think, isn't it?
That's probably true.
So tell me, how did you feel about playing in a limited tournament in this set? Because I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed Limited when the set released. I played, I think, 4 sealed events or something. I had a great time. Um, and in my local meta, there wasn't really one leader that always won. It
Mm.
wasn't like everybody agreed this one is the go-to leader or something. But in Prague, that was definitely the case.
Yeah,
You saw Vels everywhere.
yeah,
So I guess it's it's a bit unfortunate, but in hindsight, it's also very exploitable.
exactly. Yeah, I bet it is. But was it fun?
Yeah, I liked the challenge. It was the first time I ever did a limited competitive event with locking in the main deck and yeah, doing the whole counting, registering the cards, and playing that many rounds of limited. I played the Aura Sing Yellow.
Hmm.
I'd played that before, and my favorite, I think, this set for limited is the Client Blue because there's a lot of
Mm,
shielded
yeah,
units, and I just really love that tempo style.
yeah.
Mm,
Both
however,
of both of those decks can really exploit some other decks, and
yes,
just go very feral on some of the units in the meta.
yeah, the thing I realized on the day, kind of at the later stages, was that yes, I had played the set in limited, but I was really playing on level one, or like I'm playing my deck. I'm
Mm,
not really considering other people's decks and matchups.
mm.
So yes, I knew which leaders were strong, what kind of cards are good, etc. But I didn't really think about, okay, if I play or a Sing, what does it mean if I play against a Han, a Vel, some other leader, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And in hindsight, what I should have done is probably looked at my pool and built a second deck for Han solo.
Oh, okay.
Because I did, after round one, I did build a second deck
Mm,
for Hera.
mm,
Because I thought, okay, if I need to pivot to something earlier curve, I have a Zeb. It can be a power play. I'll try
mhm,
this. But I didn't properly take a look at all of my leaders.
mm.
So I think if I had more knowledge of the matchups, I would realize, okay, I basically can't beat Vel with my Aura Sing yellow because I don't really have answers for the big leader with
No.
the big stats,
Mhm.
and well, and Oracing comes too late.
Yeah.
So what I should do in those matchups is just swap out, play Han Solo green because that was my pool of my cards with mastery,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just slap a mastery on Han and hope for the best. Seventh base,
Yeah,
seventh
yeah.
base, seventh base, right?
Just race her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that would have been a nice matchup.
Mm,
Or so we did see a lot of clients doing pretty good because
mhm.
the client is, I would say, decent into Val, comes a bit earlier, can exhaust her, etc. Yeah, I don't remember if there were Hans too, but yeah,
Mm.
I
No,
think that was a big learning for me.
right, right. No, I think in a limited meta, you can kind of predict more because people will have six leaders to choose from. So
Mm,
people will have sort of more of a choice where they want to go with leaders. When you come into drafting,
mm,
people kind of have to go with what their pool will allow and what they was able to draft.
mm.
But with limited, more people are going to try and force whatever they perceive to be strong and to
Yes,
be flexible the way you say. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
yeah. So I ended up pretty much playing or sing the whole day, never swapping to the Hera deck because I didn't really have faith in it.
Mm,
And sometimes I kind of thought, okay, I could. When I played against someone else who were swapping leaders, I was trying to fake them out as well. Like, okay, uh, I'm
yeah,
acting like I'm swapping to something, and then that was a bit fun doing the whole psychological thing there.
I bet. But
But
were there
yeah,
any like plays or anything that really stuck to your mind? Any cool moments?
yes, good that you ask. I played Tear That Ship Apart.
Mm.
It's a 7 cost event that lets you look at your opponent's resources and play a card among them for free. I played that turn three on 4 resources.
Oh,
That
they
was so
used to
much
get
fun.
that many credits.
I got 2 credits against the Vel, and I had played the pod racer that creates a credit. on 3.
Oh, oh, that's so cool.
It was very fun, but it was bad, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I regret playing that card. It was fun. I played it a couple times, but it never really hit any really good bombs because surprise, surprise, people keep their bombs in their hand in limited because you need to play them and not resource them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but regardless, it
exactly.
was a fun card.
Yeah. Um. Now, you went. You didn't make day 2 of limited, so you were playing in the premiere event, and we
Yes.
already touched a little bit on it. You did bring some Yankee deck here. Tell us
Yeah.
about your the fun things.
Yeah. So if you've been following the YouTube channel, we had this series Java's 10. And in it, Brage, a friend of the pod, he had this idea with Krennic to kind of try to ramp as much as possible and then have single reactor ignition to kind of reset the game. So we're playing the splash base for single reactor ignition, playing max rebos to ramp even more. And he's been working on that deck ever since the start of spoilers, kind of. I've I thought it was a fun concept, but I never really played it much, just a bit in the beginning when he showed it to me. And it's been evolving a lot. I didn't know what to bring, and we were traveling down together. So I thought, oh, it would be such a nice thing to just play the same deck. And
Mhm.
then we can test it a little bit before, try to figure out, okay, how can we make it the best as it can be, and just have fun that way.
Mm.
So we decided to do it. I think we were both relatively happy with what the 60 card we submitted. Um, we were a bit afraid of that it's going to be like a dead draw and aura red hard control thing going on in Prague, so we main decked a bit for that, but otherwise the deck, yeah, pretty much is the same as in the YouTube video, but with some lots Rossies, they have really been the MVP.
Yeah, I bet.
And I have to say, I was so surprised the experience of playing the deck
Mhm.
on the day. In testing, it was okay, but it was so much fun just having a deck where every win is a hard fought grind. Like there are no free wins. So every win felt so good. So I kind of was just like more excited than happy for every win I got because my expectations weren't that high.
Mm,
I
mm.
thought, okay, it's actually a possibility I will go like 0-5 and then cry.
But I mean, you came really close. You started with a loss, obviously.
Yes.
What did you play in that first round?
The loss, even though you said obviously, it should have been an obvious loss.
Oh
I was
no,
playing
no, because
Vader.
we already told people.
Yeah,
Obvious
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
we said it already.
I was playing against Vader in round 1 and took the first game, but didn't really draw board wipes the the second and third game in that series. And the thing with the Krennic deck, if you haven't seen, it's not really the most consistent. Like it can be very draw dependent. For instance, against Vader, you need to reset the board. There's no way you can race otherwise. So you need single reactor ignition, hyperspace disaster, or maybe a lawbringer to just take care of the space arena. And I just didn't draw those the other 2 games. But was still a it is a matchup that you
You could
can
win it.
beat. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not a auto
No,
loss by
no.
any means. No.
And then I won against Client Blue.
Yeah, you began your submarine.
Yes.
So Client Blue, that is quite controlly though, isn't it?
Um, I don't know. I think it's relatively aggressive.
Hmm.
It plays Mastery, I think,
Oh,
and some
all right.
space units like the Hauler.
Mm.
Hans, no, like Boba pilot upgrade. So it like, and it played Axe Wolves, or what's it called, with
Mm.
emergency powers.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's very aggressive.
yeah. So that's just a good matchup for me, I think.
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, this deck is not meta deck. It's not A tier. I don't know, maybe low B tier or something. So every win, you need to really try hard and focus on like, okay, now I need to do this, this, and it feels so good when it works. Yeah, it's kind of learn. I felt like I also was learning a bit on the day what lines were good into some specific playstyles. Yeah.
Did you face a lot of off meta since you went into that submarine bracket, or did you still
No.
see the main
Yeah,
big decks?
I would say so. If I remember correctly, I was then playing a dead draw.
Mm.
That was also a matchup I was kind of like Vader thought, okay, this is very winnable because we main decked for it. So I had 2 Rays in main. And if you haven't seen the deck concept, it also has this like one shot possibility with Intimidator and Aggressive Negotiation,
Mm. Yeah.
which also is good into control. Um, but the way you win against those hard control decks with this deck is you ramp and kind of pressure them as fast
Mm.
as possible. And I didn't draw ramp, and just a very poor draw where he aggroed me down because the draw can have spies out in the early game, Honna, the leader, right? And I
Mm.
just took way too much damage early. So when I stabilized and started to pressure him with Ray and stuff, then the Devastators would just take me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But after that, not exactly sure. I played the Obi-Wan. I don't know if it was that round. And that's a very 50-50 difficult matchup.
Mm.
But I actually met 2 Padmes. Not
Oh,
the most common deck,
the
but
red version.
yeah.
Yeah. It's very fast though.
Yes, but that was felt very good. I had played it before, but because she deploys on 6, you have so
Mm.
much more time. And if you just get a ramp into a Lawbringer, what are they going
Mm.
to do?
No, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They can't really remove the big units, so
No, no.
2 wins against those. And then let me think, my 5th win. Yeah, there's what. Yes, the most exciting game of the day.
Mm?
Of course, this is also a cool moment, and not almost as cool as tearing that ship apart on 4 resources. But I was playing against a Lando Data Vault,
Hmm.
and I would say Lando is okay matchup if you get the right cards, you get lots of Rossies, kind of take care of the aggression
Hmm.
as early as you can. But Data Vault can be scary because they play Chewbacca's, Rays, like really difficult threats for me to take care of. So incredibly close games. In the first game, I was on like 26 damage on base, so I had 1 HP left, and he
Mm.
has a Ray on the ground and a Liberty in space, and like, oh shit. So then I play Intimidator,
Hmm.
take all resources into hand, craving power on the Intimidator, taking care of the Ray, no glory, taking care of the Liberty, and then next turn, aggressive negotiation for 1 shot.
Nice. So you kind of got the magic move off.
Yes, the
Yes.
stream moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. That is
and
always very gratifying.
yeah. And second game, I won the exact same way.
Oh, really?
Yes,
two
so
way,
2 times
two
combo,
times in a row.
hitting the base for 25 with Intimidator.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
And then you ended up in a winning, kind of.
Yeah, so my I was 4-2, and I faced maybe the only matchup in the day where I felt like, okay, I'm not supposed to win this.
Mm.
I played against a really good player on Qui-Gon,
Mm.
uh, Green,
Yeah.
and yeah, I haven't played that. I played the matchup a bit. If you get lucky in ramp and take control of the board,
Mm.
you win because he can't really value chain, but it's hard to do that. And when they get going with the Jedi Consular and getting Queen Amidala out and Vernestra Row just aggroing down, and yeah. So I felt like even though I was almost winning game one, I had the lethal play, I had the Annihilator out, and I had aggressive negotiation ready to one-shot him. And I had just seen his whole deck with the Annihilator, right? I had seen looking through his deck for, okay, does he have liberties? Okay, he has 2 liberties. Let me shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Mm.
I had seen his hand also, but he top stakes the liberty and I lose.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but that's completely fine because even though if I had taken the first game, I think I would have lost it to other.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
steamrolled after.
I mean, that is a deck once they get into the loop, and if you
Mm,
can't disrupt them before they start
yes.
looping,
Yeah.
you're kind of doomed.
Yeah, we had a great chat after. Nice Croatian guy, and we talked a bit about Max Rebo in the deck
Mm,
since I also played Max Rebos.
mm,
And I think he made a good point with even though that like playing against a 6 deploy leader, playing Rebo on 4, going from 4 to 6 can also give the opponent a lot of value.
hmm.
He just wants to get to his Yodas. Like
Yeah, he
he just
doesn't care.
needs to get there fast, and then
Mhm.
he has incredible value,
Yeah,
right? Yoda healing, dealing damage, taking Yoda up to play Queen Amidala, then putting 3 units on the board, and Yoda sees that, dealing 6 damage. That's
yeah, yeah. Now,
crazy stuff.
the Qui-Gon deck specifically wants to just cut down your ability to disrupt their loop,
Mm,
because once it gets going, it's very hard to stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The bounce is also very scary for the Krennic deck.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Yeah, so now I spent way too much time talking about my rounds, but
But
the
still,
TLDR was that people were just so nice, right? Everybody's interested to hear about homebrew or off meta deck.
mm,
The only kind of pitfall is that since I was 1-2, I was knocking people out.
yeah, yeah. So people were a bit
That's not
sad.
the best feeling to be
No,
knocked
yeah,
out by a jank deck.
no, yeah. True, true, true. Now, let's look at the event as a whole a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, how was the feel of the venue of like the organization? Did things work smoothly?
Yeah, I would say so. It was really nice. We got all of our promos and stuff while playing, so we didn't need to go in the queue to pick things up. Um, Price wall, never saw an issue with queue there really. Um, there was one thing on the Sunday. They had very very high pressure on kind of side events, of course, because
Mm,
not that many people are still in the main events.
no, yeah,
And I think they were a bit understaffed.
for the side event
So
pressure.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
so because they were organizing big side events like
The cup
Premier
and
tournaments,
mm,
Chaos Sealed with a lot of participants,
hmm.
but then on the other side they had a lot of people asking for the on-demand stuff like
Yeah.
Twin Suns pods, Premier pods, and I had also gathered a group of 8 people for a draft pod.
Hmm. Mm,
But they had to do all that stuff manually. It was problems with the system, and then people were complaining, and it was kind of a shit show.
mm.
Um, but still, kudos to the Fanfinity guys for keeping their cool and helping us out, even while some people are not the nicest customers when they have to wait a long time.
Yeah, yeah. How did the venue feel?
It was really good, I would say. Like there was a food truck and kind of more small cafe. Um, it was at PVA Expo.
Mm,
Uh, yeah, they had multiple halls. In the next door hall, it was Flesh and Blood. So it felt professional and good.
oh, nice, nice. And everything ran smoothly.
Yeah, um, I would say so. Uh, didn't really see any hiccups. Yeah,
No, if you compare to like you went to Lille and you
yeah,
went to, did you go to Milan as well?
just Lille.
Yes, Lille. If you were to compare them, which one was the better experience in terms of organization?
Lille had one edge over Prague in that their on-demand events were really, really smooth because they had these small pucks
Mm,
um, that had a number. So
yeah,
you just registered, picked up a puck, and it beeped when you were supposed to play.
yeah.
And then you got given a table, and boom, you got going. It was incredibly fast, super smooth.
Mm.
And now they didn't have that system at all.
Oh,
They just kind of said go there. So on that, on the on-demand stuff, it was a bit yeah, more messy.
interesting, because those pucks, they use them in all the events I've seen so far. So you
Yeah,
didn't use them this time.
no, didn't see any
Oh, interesting. Did they use digital credits for the price wall, or were there like paper tickets again?
paper tickets.
Paper tickets. They went back
Yeah,
to that. Yeah.
yeah.
I think eventually using digital tickets and even maybe upgrading to a digital store. So you just
Mm,
buy your stuff with your phone and then you go to collect it.
yeah,
I think when that runs smoothly and inventory works for it, it's going to be the best version. But until it does, maybe paper tickets are just easier.
yeah. I don't know if it's worth all the risk of things breaking with the digital
Mm,
solution
mm,
because there's something wrong with the system, then it just hell will break loose, right?
right,
People
right.
will demand their stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah, it won't be possible to handle that.
Mm, yeah,
Um,
no, true.
yeah,
So
but
that's maybe why they went back to paper.
yeah,
Yeah. Uh, Probably a good idea at this point, anyway.
yeah.
And then the future will tell.
But we also have to talk a little bit about kind of all the great players that were there and the
For sure.
results.
Right.
In limited, I feel like there were so many great players going to day two.
Yeah.
So they were people were joking like, okay, Premier is going to be so easy because all the good players are playing limited.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard some people do that. There were some good players in Premier as well, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They usually end up at the top.
Yeah. Even though Betten and Sip stuck to limited this time, I do think that there was no lack of good players.
Yeah.
We had some really cool results. Sobek taking a second. No, it's his first major, right? Mm,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Anyway,
He's been doing great though.
he's been doing great in PQs at least a lot,
Mm,
and this might have been his first win, but I'm not sure in the major. I'm not sure. He's such a
mm,
good player though,
yeah.
and like it felt very well deserved. We had some other really good players in that top eight as well. We had friend of the podcast DJ Clero doing well, going far in that. We had
Mm,
um,
Dominic.
Dominic from Two Moons going into the
Mm,
top eight as well. So yeah, he was on the stream just the other with the Swedish PQ. He was helping me out with the stream, so
yeah.
it's really cool to see all these guys do well
Mm, yeah.
for the limited event. So it feels like limited, at least this time around, was very much treated with the same respect as the premiere event.
Yeah.
Would that? Do you agree?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't. It didn't feel any less important. Or
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not a side event, a glorified side event.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
true event.
Yes.
That's good. Now, then we had the premiere event, of course, and we had our good friend Jonas do really well throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing. Just sitting here at home, grading papers and watching it was such a treat.
Mm,
He wasn't on stream much, but just following along on Melee, chatting with you on texts, it was a great feeling. But then we had some of the other really, really top players of the world come in, do pretty well. Junior was doing really well the first
Yeah.
day, and then unfortunately had a bit poorer start of the second day there. We had Ambrose from Two Moons do pretty well. I think he made top 8 as well.
Hmm.
And then can't remember all of it. Of course, a lot of really good British players were doing really well. We had the members of both Nexus and DSP, which are good friends of us, do really well in day 2 as well. Sorry, in the Swiss, and then into day
Yeah.
1. And obviously, in the end, Oliver took it down, big own notation, and that was really cool to see. With
Yeah.
the same deck he was bringing to, well, I guess he's tweaked the deck, but same concept of a deck, Akbar DV, that he was playing in the Nexus Invitational
Hmm.
early on in the set. So he's been
That's
stubborn
cool.
about that one.
Yeah. That's really
And
cool.
it was really cool to see him actually take the whole thing down there.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was Prague.
Yeah.
Yep. Then next up, we're going to you. I'm going to stay with you this weekend.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna have you and Adam come over for Porsgrunn PQ. So it's a bit of a drive, but we'll manage. Wake up early on the Saturday, go down, and it's looking to be a big one.
It might be the biggest one for the set in Scandinavia. It has a very good chance of being bigger than both Malmö and Ikast. So yeah, and definitely bigger than Finland.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I met Gashpod on Discord from the Stavanger community in Prague.
Mm-hmm.
He was staying at the same hotel as Brage and I, and he's the TO that's kind of been keeping the Stavanger community alive. I hosted the limited PQ there, and he told us the community there is really thriving.
Yeah.
It's like new players all the time, average 10 to 12 on weeklies, and people are like interested in the game.
It feels like
So
Norway's really running away with this now. It's been like Sweden and Denmark has had the bigger tournament so far, but this might be a turning point here.
let's hope so. We also heard from Malmö Game Week that no, the Norwegians have really been putting in their orders for the ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might be in the lead now.
Yep, yep. And
So
we're going to talk a little bit more about Malmö Game Week tickets in a bit, I think, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can do
Uh,
that.
I'm very excited to come to Porsgrunn, sorry,
Yeah.
and try out. I've been having such hard time to pick a deck. I've tried
Yeah.
to analyze what I could play well, and I, the decks that are good in what I expect the meta to be
Mm.
are not decks I'm very good at.
Oh.
And the decks I'm good at are just dead in the water to some of the things I expect to see. So I really don't know what to do here. But then I just figured tonight that I'm just not gonna try hard it. I'm just gonna pick a deck I like playing. I'm gonna bring Jank. I'm gonna bring something Yankee, something fun, something that I
You're gonna follow my footsteps.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. And just I'll make top 32, I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and then I don't know, play some draft. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll have a
Or
good time
cast the top
anyway.
cut.
Exactly. I'll have a good time anyway.
Yeah.
And talking about casting, you won't be playing.
Yeah, I would really, really love to play Krennic there again to kind of see, okay, can I have some more luck this time? But talking a bit about with the TO, about possibility of streaming on site, and hadn't really kind of set up or found a a host for it remotely. So I thought that it could actually be fun to do an on-site stream again.
Hmm.
I had fun with that before in Malmö and Zurich. So gonna be cool. Maybe we can also this way showcase a little bit more of the local players uh, or the Norwegian players in general. Yeah, so that's my plan.
I mean, on-site streaming has such an advantage that you can bring players just right on and talk to them after
Yeah,
the games.
yeah,
So yeah, I agree
and
that.
you can make it kind of more exciting for the people there. That's also
Yeah,
something I really want to try doing is having a TV with a stream up, having us kind of like a caster's desk right next to it. So when people are done with their round, is the stream still going? They can sit down and listen. Or for the top cut, if people want to stick around and follow along, they can do that and have kind of live casting right in front of them to kind of create this atmosphere of like, okay, it's a bigger tournament, more exciting.
yeah, I really like this idea, and you have some experience with doing it sort of this way from when you were in Zurich, right?
Yeah, yeah, that
So
was cool.
I think you're the right man for it.
Well, let's hope we can do something
Yeah,
that the people there also enjoy.
yeah, I bet. So, anything else?
For
No, but
Porsgrunn,
this.
I think it's close to full. They had set like a capacity on 48 or something. So
Hmm,
get your tickets if anybody is unsure. I guess this will
yeah,
drop the day before, so a bit too
yeah.
late. But watch the stream. Um, there's probably going to be some Akbars.
Hmm,
I
I
hope
bet.
somebody will bring the Chewy deck from Jonas and the Nordic Knights.
I bet they will.
Um, yeah, gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
No, it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah,
And just, to hang out with everyone again. It's such
yeah,
a good community. I couldn't go to Prague, so I miss all the
yeah,
people.
yeah. I haven't heard of too many Swedes traveling over this time. The location is not as good, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, so we're getting near the end of the episode.
Yeah, we kind of do want to talk a little bit about Malmo Game Week. Obviously, it's a bit far out. It's not until September,
Yep.
but we're very excited about it.
Yeah, in Prague also, I had some people chat to me about the event that they had seen online. Like, wow, it's such a great prize sport. I might consider traveling, and so that's also really cool to hear from people abroad. So if you haven't kind of done any research yet, check out flights to Copenhagen.
Mm.
They can usually be direct and not too expensive, and then you just take the train over to Malmö. It's pretty easy. Uh, and yeah, we've talked about this before, but we have really cool tickets this year. We have 3 different tiers. Everybody will get an exclusive mat
Hmm.
from Fantasy Flight Games with
Hmm.
official art on it. And if you get the TNT ticket, you'll get more cool merch from us.
I
So
mean, I've been seeing some of the art and some of the designs that we're working on right now, and the tokens that we are putting into that TNT ticket bag, they are they're exquisite.
yeah,
That's what I'm going to say. It
yeah,
feels like something straight out of the Far Side, or the Bizarro comic strips or something like that. It's
yeah.
absolutely super cool.
Yeah, we're really proud of kind of trying to have it fit with our brand and very importantly not have this AI generated jank that you see everywhere, because in Prague I can tell you every other guy was wearing some hoodie with some weird team name was like all AI art everywhere,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's oh yeah, I don't know. So you can be sure that you won't get any AI generated jank, and rather have some really cool designed playmat and tokens in the TNT ticket.
Yeah, no, we're very fortunate to have access to an actual artist to help us do all these things, Eloise, and like she's just very good at doing the sort of stuff that we like.
Yes, and Jason and I are also helping
Mhm.
out with the playmat design.
And it's coming along real good. It's looking super cool. Yeah, we will be starting to tease those sort of things, I think, soon, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
the plan
people
is to
can.
do it at least sometime before the early bird ticket sale ends, which is end of June,
Yeah.
so that you can see what you'll be getting.
All right. Yeah.
That's it for today. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.